Pardon. To keep an eye on that. Sorry for the way it disconnected during the previous broadcast. Father, protect my throat chakra. Thank you. Hmm. Right. Okay, okay. All right. Let's do a weekend read. What's the news for the weekend? General collective reading. Oh, by the way, welcome to I Espy with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. Okay. So, huh. There are two very different scenarios here. Actually, no. No, no. If you are currently entertaining someone, dating someone, and you have been trying to figure out if there's somebody else, if you're the somebody else, if it's risky, you're going to find out everything you need to know this upcoming weekend. The full moon shall reveal it all. Lift off, please. Please. Wow. Page of Wands. So this is definitely somebody new. Could be a young fire sign, somebody you're dating. It could take off very quickly. Be mindful. I feel like there are going to be tons and tons of red flags here. Three of Swords. Exactly. Confirmation. They're telling you to keep your cool. Keep your cool. You're going to find all the evidence. Oh, I'm sorry, my hands are ashy. That you could possibly need. That's what the Ace of Pentacles shows, the evidence. Oh, wow. I rebuke that energy. I rebuke it. That is undue attacks on throat chakras. I rebuke it. Try to take care of some ash. That's what happens when you wash your hands 50 dozen times a day. Someone could. Ooh. Ooh. When I was shuffling, when I first grabbed this deck here, I saw the Ace of Cups, and it made me feel and think about someone being pregnant. This makes me feel like the whole peeing on a stick. And then for my guys out there, oh, Jesus. You could find out that somebody's trying to pen a child on you that's not yours. Somebody might need to go see a doctor. But I do feel like rash intercourse leads to a child. And for others, Three of Swords, temperance. There's Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Moon, Star, Tower, Devil, Five of Pentacles. See what I mean? Yeah, that really makes me Shuffle those some more. Somebody getting played, and you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Oh yeah. If you were looking for a reason to end this relationship, you got to find one. I feel like it's the other woman. This is somebody's it is their sneaky link, but this is a childhood friend, or supposedly a platonic friend. It's not. It's not. That's the father of a child, by the way. Moon. Yeah, they hiding a lot. Yeah, definitely hiding that they're juggling. So either you're the sneaky link, or you're dealing with somebody who has a whole sneaky link. But there's definitely a lot of people here, and I feel like there's also something being passed around. Devil, Lord have mercy. Five of Swords, Ace, Magician. So somebody did this intentionally. Or be on the lookout for somebody coming to you moving real fast. You know, this person could be being sent in. Keep shuffling. Let me jump still. Oh, yeah. Something could just spring up on somebody. You know what I mean? This is what somebody get for trying to manipulate somebody. And they did not use... or this person has an aversion to prophylactics. Somebody lying. But the energy of somebody lying about a pregnancy, who the child father is. Right. Ooh. Some money grab for somebody. Somebody trying to trap you in a family because you and this person. Those are the two overlying energies. One of a third-party situation where someone is carrying, harboring, or passing things along. And then someone finding out about a child not being theirs, and that's the one where you were looking for a reason to end the relationship because your spidey senses was telling you don't do that. See, lovers, but this shit on arrival, especially if y'all was about to get married or you were engaged or something like that, because this chick got pregnant but you had your suspicions. Something was like, wait, but look at your intuition. You couldn't quite put your finger on it, but the math ain't mathing. You could even be married to this person already, and you still got suspicions about this kid. Yeah. Because I feel like y'all tried for a long time, at least the past 3 years. Like, but you trying not to overreact. You trying to just be happy. But this person went, I think they traveled somewhere. And then the next thing you know, it's like, surprise, they're expecting. You think this person, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, they dipped off with somebody. And I would say you're right. And as fate would have it, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. Exactly. But I don't think that's right. I think it was a work trip for somebody. You do very well. You get a couple things. Somebody's obsessed with the status, with the life. Double to a Hierophant. Yeah. So that's somebody's weekend. Could be the work boo. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah. Definitely been giving and receiving. Something about January. A work event in January. For some of you, it was May. Others, April or March, somewhere around there. That's when this person got knocked up. Yeah. I feel like you're conflicted. Masculine energy, you're conflicted because you want a child. You do. And maybe your swimmers are slow or they're inoperative. I don't know. So you're torn. I feel like you're being protected from procreating with this person. Yeah. Interesting. Some of y'all gonna be diverted at the last minute away from this person coming towards you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Straight recollective. Okay, let's pick these up. It's coming for the weekend for the collective. Came right back out. Alright. Reading up on red flags and warnings. Risky situation. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does the collective need to be reading up on? Gaining insight about. Could be anxiety and depression. Getting over betrayal. Yeah. Especially if you... Yeah. If you were in a narcissistic relationship, or something of that nature, emotional abuse, mental abuse, you need to do some research to help heal. So you can not miss those red flags again. Yeah, see? Learning how to identify karmic connections. Toxic relationship traits. Seriously. People who have all sorts of addictions. You need to learn about it. You're going to feel more empowered, I feel. More in control of your emotions. And you'll recognize emotional manipulation well ahead of time. Seriously. And the reason why it's this weekend you do it, the full moon in Pisces, 12th house energy, karma, results of past acts. Okay? Figure out. Important time. It's something you ignored. You ignored the red flags. Yes, you did. See? You did. Like I said, emotional manipulation, like somebody, deception and all of that. Like, I feel like the dark triad, Machiavellianism, narcissism, what's the other one? Psychopathy. Like, literally, you need to be reading up on personality disorders. I don't know if you're a psych major, but maybe you should, like, become one for fun, you know? Right. So when you see these red flags again, you just go the other way. See? Two of Wands, Chariot. Learn the lessons. So look, Six of Wands, Temperance. See? Because I feel like this is very important for you to learn how to recognize the early warning signs when people are just wanting your attention, because you have this healing energy, this earth angel energy. Usually it is the narcissistic empath paradigm. That's kind of what this feels like with the Six of Wands, Temperance. But it's a spiritual issue. Hold on. That ain't nothing but people who want me to shut up. It's not gonna happen. Hey. Oh, that's a little better. We'll have some tea soon. Oh, yeah. Because you like a homing beacon. Look. You have the potential to, like, recharge people. And so now you got to know the signs of manipulation. Of all types of manipulation. Look. You got to step into that King of Swords energy. You got to learn everything you can. This is not a Page of Swords move. This is King of Swords energy. And that way, when you start dating again, look. You'll understand the difference between those who are pretending and those who are sincere. Right. See? Because the King of Cups is here. King of Cups, Ace of Swords, right? But again, you need to learn everything you can about trickster energy, manipulation. I mean, again, this is like high level. This isn't like, you know, internet articles. I'm sure you can watch some decent videos that psychologists have put together to help arm you against. But you need to spend some time and energy investing and learning in this. Seriously. Because you're about to learn how to fight fire with fire. You're about to become a narcissist's worst nightmare. Where you can still be all sweet and loving in yourself, you know, but you don't actually, you can look like a fool without being a fool, so to speak, meaning carefree energy. Right. So you have home field advantage is what that feels like. That's cool. And there's something to be gained by, you know, examining sun energy. Exactly. It'll be obvious when you see him coming. But this is a spiritual thing, so don't miss the spiritual aspects of your studies when it comes to the dark triad. Because I feel like it's possession. More often than not, it's possession. They need to heal. Not to mention, can I tell you a secret about narcissists? They are the most insecure people on the planet. It's so easy to make them cower and tiptoe and make them walk on eggshells and make them leave. Oh my gosh. You can just master the discard. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can starve them for attention, conversation. You could play the I don't see you game. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so much fun once you really learn how insecure they are. You can really, really mess with them. And for the ones who are emotional manipulators, learn how to cry, right? Especially the ones who like your tears. Learn how to cry, and that way you're manipulating them with your tears and not the other way around. Like, again, fighting fire with fire. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. You can mirror them back. Like, you have to tap into like the dark empath energy. Dude, I know. Like, last night I was moon gazing, and I literally watched the expansion from one phase of the other. I was like, "Whoa, that's dope!" And it was closer on the horizon when it was smaller, and then by the time it moved in, you know, like the span of about 2 hours, it had become so much more luminous. Oh, love Luna. Girl, you up? So like, wow, bless you, thank you. 9 cups. They say I make a wish because it's still coming into luminosity, so you could still work with the bringing in energy, rapid manifestation. Ooh. It's awesome. Okay. Let's put these back. Let's separate them. So, wow. Harmony, Heart to Heart, and Squad. These came out earlier. I like this for the weekend. Balance, peace, and happiness, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest, a reconciliation, soul tribe, and close friends. So you could be getting together with people you haven't seen in a while. Oh yeah, y'all gonna be spilling all the tea to each other. Especially if this is like family. Someone's going to share some thoughts and feelings. For this crowd, this is going to be a very successful weekend. I feel like you're going to get your props. I feel like someone's going to tell you you were right about something. And that they were hasty. And they did something to draw attention to them. Like, they could have lied. They could have betrayed you in some way. Caused some sort of illusions. They're sorry. Or they want to make amends. Is more so what it is. I was seeing... Someone drove a wedge between you and another because the chemistry you two had was really off the charts and they were jealous. And they wanted to put it to an end. So they caused you some sort of heartbreak. They did. Somebody was out in them streets attention seeking, still being reckless, and this hurt you. They made you cry. And because they wanted to feel like they were on top of the world, you know, Six of Wands energy, they just kept doing it, irregardless of how you were, you know, hurt by it. And things did come to an end with the Death card, right? Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Nine of Cups. The two of you were very, very happy. And you truly are this person's wish fulfillment. But, and it's funny because it's like they only have eyes for you now. You're right. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Look, Five of Wands. So if there are people vying for this person's attention at this point, they're ignoring everyone. They are hyper aware of how toxic and how low vibrational and disgusting they were. They've had a come to Jesus moment, some like a serious awakening. But it took for you to end things. You forced this person to some sort of crossroads energy with the Two of Wands. And it's like, it's crazy because it's like in the back of this person's mind, quiet as it was kept, right? They were doing things, they were manifesting you leaving, like, but they were moving from a place of fear. And so when you did actually walk away, Eight of Cups, right? This person was stuck, single as a Pringle, King of Swords, with their thoughts. Left with all the things unsaid. Lovers, Five of Pentacles. I feel like it took you a long time to pull back your energy from this person. And to a degree, they thought they had you in a space of codependency. However, they thought that. And that you wouldn't walk away because you wouldn't be capable, let alone exploring new options and attracting people more like yourself than they ever were. Truly. And this makes me feel like there's divine intervention, and part of this ending and walking away, it was destined to happen. And the grief they feel is very much a part of that death. But again, they would like to make amends for really, again, it's lip service. It's lip service. Everything's hindsight. I feel like this. They know who you are, and they kind of want to make it right, and see, look, and see if those old tricks, if they can get back in your head, your energy, your good graces. Uh, this is why I keep saying, um, fuck your apology, and I mean that for the collective, but you've already been forgiven. Closure has already been had for high vibrational people, because we know better than to open that door again. Look, waiting around, expecting what? Nothing, because the cycle's already closed and you ended it. And so there's no more mystery, there's no more what if about this divine love. It's done. It was unfulfilling. They had nothing for you then. They don't have anything for you now. And this person, just look, to a great degree, whatever they're going through is just karma. It is. It's to help facilitate their own healing, to help them venture into the realms of self-love and discovery, you know? But again, I say all that, but this is here. I feel like it's going to be overall really good. Someone also wants to see if you're still, wounded. Also a temperature check. I want you to know that. Ooh, don't do that. Somebody got the blues. Do it this way. Shuffle a little better. Ooh. Love that. Yo, I play Gregorian chants. I grew up listening to them. Funny enough, my mother introduced me to it. That's just dope-ish, man. Sets the mood right. Absolutely. Ooh, woo. Wow. Two ways I'm getting this immediately. There's going to be, the energy is going to be up and down, but there's ample opportunities. Pisces is, I know it's ruled now by Neptune, but there's still a lot of heavy Jupiterian energy, you know? So it's fortuitous energy. You can ride the waves of this weekend, and as you get these bits of inspiration and these downloads and these ideas, jot them all down. You know what I mean? If you ride the wave, you could run into someone. For some of you, this is going to be the person you have a family with. It's dope. Starting today, look at that shit. That could, today, intense emotions. You could be falling in love today. This could even be with somebody you've been on again, off again with. And this person is finally realizing that you're irreplaceable, that you're the key person in their life, etc., etc. Look, fuego, chemistry, passion, intense passion, excuse me. Things are heating up. Ooh, aren't they? Look, somebody rocking, knocking the boots. Look what's on the bottom. My boo. Y'all gonna be held up behind a brick wall. Big, a brick wall? Whoa, I don't know whose accent that is. I don't know. That just might be the weekend. Y'all might be in there hot and heavy, whips and chains, handcuffs. I would be mindful of that. Cuffing season is on the. Uh, 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 mm, mm, mm. Wine and dine. Oh yeah. Be mindful because I feel like this new person, guys, could very much have like issues with depression, and they could get their dopamine through intimacy. You know what I mean? Let me move it off there. Some of y'all, I just saw legal and love bombing. What's legal love bombing? Is that like proposals? It's gonna take a miracle. No, for real now. Look, you about to go from single. I hope you're not a single parent because the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and then Queen of Pentacles. It's usually a working parent, not a single parent. Some of you just may find out that you are pregnant today, and you may not have been intending to get pregnant this quickly, but it is what it is. This could be why, if you've been feeling off, hot and cold, highs and lows and emotions all over the place. Oh, somebody worried. It's going to be fine. This person going to come for you. They're not going to run. They're going to be happy. Ten of Cups. Fuego. Yeah, there's a lot of chemistry, but the devil just came out here in that, like, this block position. So it's not just lust. And maybe that's what you're worried about because everything's moving so fast. I feel like your fear is that the party's over and the baby forces things and, this person walks away. I'm not really getting that. I feel like this person's in it to win it. I feel like secretly, look, Moon, Page of Pentacles, they were trying to get you pregnant. They were looking for a way of, listen, isn't this funny? This new energy, right? They were looking for a way of, I feel like making it more long-term, more permanent, like expediting the seriousness of the relationship. They know you've been hurt before. They know you don't have a lot of like faith and hope in relationships. Maybe you like to keep it light, like to keep it casual. Oh, no, you're good. You're so good. You're so good. Don't let the negative self talk. But you're definitely pregnant, and it's gonna work out just fine. This person was like literally waiting for you to tell them this because they've been trying. Hey, yeah. To them, it wasn't really a mystery. Look, you didn't know why you wasn't feeling good. Look, Seven of Cups, Four of Swords. You were like, oh, I just need to rest. They knew. High Priestess, look at that. They knew exactly. Look, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands. Look, Justice. They was all, yeah. It was, they was like the ice cream truck. Pecan, what is it? Butter pecan chocolate deluxe. Yeah, like they was all up in your guts. This person is madly in love with you. Yeah. They don't want you to be mad at them. They don't. But this was so intentional. Oh my gosh. You're gonna find out today that you pregnant. Y'all beyond official. Um, yeah. This person was just like waiting. I'm hearing Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. Now, mind you, if you are single, celibate, you know I am not talking to you. I respect choices, you know, but I'm not talking to those. Somebody been on the roller coaster of love. Yay, yay. There's no what you gonna do. Like, it's wonderful. Look, it's not toxic. Because I keep seeing the devil, their strength. It's not toxic. It's not. Oh, now I know why that shit came up on my feed. So apparently there's a growing trend on the internet, I think over on TikTok, where guys are talking about why men, you know, are so, you know, obsessed with physical contact and intimacy. And they're like, that's her love language and, you know, words of affirmation. Uh-huh, sure. Um, And then the one guy said something that was like, if he was like trying to make you his girl and y'all like jump into bed real quick, it's probably not going to be a deficit. But everybody else, you're on notice. Don't give up the cookie. That's the point of the story. Stall him out. And that came from the mouths of men. Stall him out. If you really want to see it, what he, you know, if he's in it to win it, stall him out. Stall him out. And so I'm not getting that. I feel like you got caught up, swept up in that mental trend, whatever that was. Leave that shit alone. That ain't your relationship. That ain't what this is. It's more than less. It's more than less. They're not looking for that. They've already had that. They've been betrayed by that. They're not looking for that. See that? Oh, man, like, look at my little seed growing in you. Okay? You may not want to tell people. Keep them out your business. You ain't got to tell them shit. Things are working out. Y'all just need to come up with a plan for the future. This person's in finance. Tell you, shut up. All right, what else is coming for the weekend for the collective? Lucky break, good fortune, good things coming in, turning point. Yes. Really be careful with the substances. Again, it's Pisces. If you know about Pisces, then you know they like to get on. You know, they drink like fishes, like really. And not every Pisces, but that is just some of the traditional things when it comes to that sign. Not to mention, I believe the feet are governed by Pisces. You know, so you know, go get a pedicure or something, or give yourself one. All right, Holy Spirit, lucky break. They keep it a secret. I had a feeling because I was like, people be doing shit and they be trying to make it too hard. I'm just gonna say, life is better with you, and there's an overwhelming sort of like, yup, that person. Laugh to clear away energy, especially if you're experiencing any sort of like depression, sadness, excuse me. Ooh. I knew it had to come out because I kept seeing flashes of it. Bonnie and Clyde. Us Against the World, dedicated partnership, ride or die. I want them to use a better reference. Again, key player. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I just saw sipping, and so you can find out somebody's been spreading rumors and or gossip about you. You know, maybe they're because I saw reconciliation. They're saying that maybe you and this person found some sort of peace and harmony, balance, right? Anyway, yeah. Look, that's what I was saying. Also, be careful with the doing too much, excessive energy and the overindulgences. But I also feel like, in another way, people who are loyal to you, collective, who are recognizing the essential role you play in their life, how important you really are, I feel like they're going to show you overwhelmingly how important you are to them. What supersized me here? Yeah. There's going to be like a beautiful outpouring of love, is what it feels like. See? I'm here. I fucks with you. Key player. Look. Sun. Knight of Cups. What I tell you? You are the light. You are the source. You are the, like, the joy. You bring the joy. You bring the love. And you share that shit. And when you not around, hence why you like, I pull my shit out, right? If I pull it back to me, pull it out of circulation, this whole room get dark. It's that sort of thing. Supersize me. Judgment. See? Look at that. They're clear now. They're clear now. Look what you did. Look at you. Mm. Look. I told you pulled that shit back. You slowed down, pulled back from everybody. 3 cups, everybody. He was like, yeah, okay, look. 7 wands, hangman. Look, you took that good juju with you. Empress, 6 of swords, strength, look. Death, 6 of wands. Yo, you took your energy with you. He was like, I don't need your attention. You need mine. I make you feel better. It ain't this the other way around. Wow. Wow. For like, you just went going away, you pulling your energy back, your power back, your time, all that. It triggered people because they really thought you were, I don't know how they was looking at you, but the shit wasn't right. They was in their ego. They really was. They was really in their ego. It, look, wasn't even trying to give you beautiful energy, no kind of credit. Like, look at that. Like, nah, I'm cool. Like, you divine. Like, God places you in people's lives, right? For a season and a reason. But look, boom. And whatever game they thought they were playing, you won. You wasn't even playing. That's the whole thing. You just took your ball of energy and went home. Good job. Yeah. Lights out. It's cold as shit without you. Keep telling you, you know how bad it. Think about the winter when the sun is so far away from the north. Man, it be cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. They play too much. All right. Oh yeah. People's lying on you. Look, you gonna see. You went ghost on motherfuckers. Wow, Hermit came out. Like, you literally went ghost on people. Look, I told you took Hermit to the Six of Wands. The rest of Virgo season looks very successful, very victorious, very prosperous. I feel like your calendar is getting ready to fill up with the Two of Pentacles. You're going to have many things to choose from, many options, many choices, many people wanting to partner and collaborate with you. And it's like, it's your on top. So if you're on top of the wheel, okay, your season, you're on top. You're on top. That's all. So now you're being lifted to an elevated position. Oh, yeah. So your haters about to be fans, Ace of Swords. I saw the Five of Wands. Yeah. Look. That's interesting. Why is this a masculine energy in this by any means? Three of Cups. So again, this could be like that energy of showing love, friendship, what do you call that? Soul tribe, community, get-togethers. This could even be somebody wants to take you out. Also, somebody wants to date you. Look, they could be the law. Yeah, you not sneaky. Look. Okay, wait. They nervous. Collective, you make them nervous. They might be the law, but I feel like you like universal law with this light energy, sun. Like attracts like. Two of Cups. Sun card, Knight of Cups. Right. Boom. Like, I feel like they heard something when they seen you. This could be it too. Like, they don't want to do too much. They don't want to do too much. But boy, they want to come towards you, and they getting all the urges from the universe. But they trying to be cool about it with the Knight of Pentacles. They trying to take their time. But look who it is. Look who it is. Okay. Love come quick. Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands. Love come in a hurry. Look. Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. There thieves in the temple tonight. That's interesting. You make them nervous. They goofy though. King of Wands is a little goofy. They could be an Aquarius. I also feel like this could be a spirit. That King of Wands energy, who wants to see you happy and joyful and celebrated. That could be a spirit who's actually defending you. It's funny. I was getting that right as these are coming out. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, Ace of Swords. Yeah, look, another knight. Wow. This could be familial, or this is someone who is a spiritual guard contracted by the divine, like part of your new upgrades on your journey. Defense. Interesting. You got a lot of new spirit. You got to meditate, y'all. Maybe spend some time this weekend meditating and getting to know your new spirit team, because you got some upgrades. Yes, you do. You got some upgrades. Yeah, new levels, right? So you got more powerful spiritual beings working for you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's more powerful than the divine, but you know, the soldiers that walk with you, your 300 personal God, you know? Yeah. Look at this. They've been, look at Look. They've been contracted by the divine to make. Look at the aces. Look at them. So, everywhere you go, they go. Like literally, these are your warring angels. Wow. You just rocking. You see me rolling, hating, try to catch me riding dirty and riding dirty. Yeah. They move. Oh, that's so funny. They're showing me how agents like military guys move in formation, triangulation. Like that's how these energies feel moving about. Like as you move. Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna pick up the ones that don't belong in there. This is dope. Don't post about these new beginnings in the comments when they happen. If you want to share, if you want to confirm, just email me. Okay? Because boy, the hate be so real. And I do my best not to put out too much. That's why the video froze last time, because I had went a little too far and they were like, ma'am, what is wrong with you? You right, shut up. And so, you know, it is what it is. It's like the clock is already set. Confirmation. But new love, new boo on the way. Say goodbye to the old. They said bye, Felicia. Bye. Because I feel like they fed up with everybody from your past anyway. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, back to how you mess with narcissists, right? Because they'll say, oh, you're sexy. You go, yes, I am. You're fine. Yes, I am. You're beautiful. Yes, I am. And when they go, I want to get with you. No, you cannot. Or the best. If by some freak form of nature and this person gets past your defenses and you miss a red flag, right? And they have your number, leave them on red. Because they're really good for repetitive conversations. Like they'll call you incessantly or they'll try to keep you on FaceTime. Like, seriously. Just, and it's all form of control. It's absorbing your time, your energy, your life. Like it's crazy how they've adapted to these modern ability, capacities. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Or they'll be really, really moody and broody. It's always the sky is falling. And so, and they'll talk about themselves incessantly. Yeah. Yeah. It's, whoo! If you're going to play with them, play with them. Okay? Woo! And they try to look for your triggers so they can try to like get under your skin. What else is coming in for the collective this weekend? I knew it had to come out because it was showing itself. We got legal, court, paperwork filed, black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. That is so funny. I posted Rage Against the Machine Killing in the name of, you know, the song. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Yeah. Somebody, oh wow. There's so much relationship energy this weekend. It's wild. Oh. Look, somebody could want to make it official with you. They could make, they want, wait, what is going on? They could make it, they could want to make it official with you. What is that? That is wild. Light bulb, like all of a sudden, like you and this person, y'all could elope or something. Cuffing season. My boo. I also see like I keep seeing TikTok. I know that's normally like a reference to time, but I feel like it's the company. There could be some legal shit going down with them this weekend and their double standards. Like really. Absolutely. Because there's somebody's been looking into things and somebody from the inside is spilling the beans about what's going on in there. Yeah. I feel like this might have graduated in the courts. Okay. They're working with somebody. We know they're spying. TikTok does spy. That was the whole thing. Like the whole thing. So this could be an insider trader, like an insider who works for TikTok, who has found some sort of direct evidence on how they're spying on the American populace. This is happening this weekend. Legal black sheep and then my boo. This is somebody inside. Yeah. Yeah. They knew they were lying and this, that, and the third, and there's sanctions coming down. It might be the end of it. They gave them a chance, right? To come together to sell, you know what I mean, to sell off certain things. But this is data mining, like just hoarding. See the big ass eye, like hoarding all communications. Yeah. Oh wow, and they've got all the sites and centers. Okay. Yeah. This could look. Expect an announcement from the big wigs. It could be getting blocked. They're not lying about it. They were just trying to see, because it is lucrative. It's like the sister company, like the parent company, like the sister company. Emperor's already out here. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Oh yeah, it's. I mean, listen. Why am I hearing? When I was just a little boy, my mom used to tell me crazy things, and you don't want with Shady. Why? Cause Shady. Wow. Look. Well, and right. No, they are outright fucking spying, like outright. And look, they're sharing the information back and forth. What the fuck is that? Nah, man, look. Who? Oh. Yeah, they're partnered. They are absolutely partnered. They're working together. And it's all fucking show. Look. It's just all show. There's at least three. maybe 4 companies in on this bullshit and giving everybody lip service. Oh, this is gonna be huge. It's gonna be fucking huge. I don't know if this is the year to play with people in such a way. But this is a huge whistleblowing thing coming out about TikTok. Somebody's gonna spill the beans. This is a whistleblower. Yeah, yeah, good. Okay, like again, it makes me feel like it's moving to a higher court. Yeah, higher court. Yeah, yeah. Because this is like, to me, this is invasion of privacy. This is inside of people's homes, private conversations and things like that. No, no, fucking unacceptable. Unacceptable. No, unacceptable. Because it's like you're finding out very personal information. You know what people are going through. You know, like no, it's too much, and they're holding it all. Like this is punishable, and I mean that fucking punishable. There have been people's medical shit. You know, mothers and their children. Like this is fucking crazy. No, 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 no. Ooh, invasion of privacy, like serious invasion of privacy, like total violation of the Fourth Amendment, like the complete, like they just spat on that shit. They just spat on it. Wow. Oh no, it's been long enough. Oh no, and it doesn't even matter if you have anything to hide. You have a right to your fucking privacy. You do. You have a right to your privacy. It's up to the people who live with you and know what's going on to report things if bad things are happening. But you still have a right to your privacy. Again, there's a lot of energy around relationships. So if you have been like friends with benefits with somebody, but it's like more, but that there's no labels. You're getting your labels this weekend. You're getting your titles. This person really is. I'm addicted to you. Long haul change. Codependent. Like they are addicted to you. Like, oh. You sure you wanna? You sure you sure you wanna? Oh, I feel like it's equal. Weekend for the collective. Ooh. Ooh. Not just enough to get up in this club. Dance my ass off. I work my ass off. And I get paid though. I got just enough. That, I'm hearing that. I'm trying to catch the rhythm. Is that Pitbull? Um, having the time of my life. But anyway, fellas, please don't fall for like the baiting of, the bros. If you don't want to turn up, you don't have to. If you don't want to be lustful this weekend, you don't have to. If you just want to like be on some wine and dine because you've outgrown this sort of low vibrational, unhealthy things, you know what I mean? Superficial pleasures, sex, drugs, and alcohol. It's okay. Like, you could tell them, like, maybe you're tiptoeing around your sobriety and that you're not trying to, like, spend money on such things anymore. Like, you're budgeting, your penny pinching because you're trying to, get to where you're trying to go. And your homies could be, like, trying to, like, yo, bro, you remember, blah, 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 like, going down memory lane. Yeah, you could have memory lane, but that doesn't mean that you need to, like, go put your toe back in that side of life. where it's just sex and, you know, drugs and you doing stupid shit. Like, come on now. If that's not where you at, that's okay. You could tell them that you feel lucky, because I keep saying lucky break, to even break these habits. That's some real shit. Like, your new drug is laughter and life. Look, lift off, laughter, heart to heart. You might just have to tell your bros that, listen, you barely escaped this lifestyle. And that's just what it is. And you're really on this. Like, if you're, especially if you're in a relationship, bro, look, honeymooning, like, you're good. You'd rather be in a house with your babe. Yeah. You found your one. You don't need to be out there. And yeah, they, so what? They got some photos and stuff, things that you used to do. And you look, you was out there, look, playing a field, not looking to settle down, seeking out right. And they just trying to drag you into this shit. You want to check them today. I'm seeing that today. Like, no, I ain't about that life no more. And if you are, that's fine. But you know, you're not looking for this. You're gonna have to really tell them, you're gonna have to set them straight, young man. So let me stop. Yeah, like, you've made peace with your kinky past, because that's what it said. Right. You don't seek that sort of attention now. Like, you cool. Hopefully they can be inspired by you. Machismo turn. I think I covered it, but I'm gonna see. Bless you, boy. Right. See? Because I don't feel like how to save a life. Right. I don't think they really understand how close you were to, like, falling off the deep end. But I also feel like somebody you know could actually need help getting out of this toxic masculinity energy, you know, this turnt energy. They could need your help. Look, yeah, somebody's struggling. 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Someone is absolutely struggling. 9 of Swords, like, and they're scared. Wow. Aw, hugs. 3 of Swords, yeah, they're hurting. Absolutely, yeah, they need help. Somebody's really struggling with addiction, like, big time. Yeah, Temperance Star, absolutely. They need help. And if you can, oof. And this person could really be telling you this right now because they're thinking really, really bad thoughts. Okay, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups. They don't know how to escape the alcohol. This is alcoholism for someone. It's not, it could be drugs, sex, and all that, but this is alcoholism. Yeah, for some, sex too. I see that. They need treatment. They don't know how to ask for help, but they need treatment. Yeah, they need treatment. So if somebody opens up to you, and, like, this really does feel like a bro situation, doesn't have to be, but this is not a laughing matter. This is not a joke. This person's this stress call should not be ignored by any. This is not the boy who cried wolf energy. Like, they desperately, this is the intervention. And if you take this seriously, it's not your responsibility, but you are close to this person, and that's why they're coming to you. You can help get them into treatment quickly. For whatever reason, they know this. This person's just about ready to give up. Like, they want to make another choice. They feel like they lack the willpower to do it. Like, in their mind, they want to do it. But boy, actually doing it, you could be this person's wife. And maybe you thought, yeah, maybe you thought you were protecting this person for, like, appearances, a lot of appearances. But you've been dealing with this on your own. You yourself could be having a conversation about your toxic husband who's, you know, whatever, and all of this, and you need help, and, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, this could be the beginning of a staged intervention for some. Came out earlier as well. that somebody could be ready to walk away from this situation because someone's lying or cheating. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on here. And I don't feel like it's a lack of love on the part of this wife. But mm, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, is like that's a lot of unnecessary abuse. I feel like somebody kind of was deceptive when it came to how much they really do drink and party. Because I'm seeing like they would have walked away from the relationships. 8 of Cups, but the Hierophant's to the left of the 8 of Cups. The 7 of Swords is right there. The 9 of Cups is right there. 10 of Swords right there. Ace of Cups. Right. And so maybe it's like, oh no, just, celebration, birthday, da da da. No, man. Somebody really is struggling. And they're contemplating exiting this. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. Oh, that's a little heavy. I wasn't necessarily expecting that with the machismo and turn energy. This is a cry for help. Definitely. And especially if you work in like rehab and detox, this is why this person could be coming to you for help. Or even a crisis counselor. I apologize. I shouldn't have tried to speak with ice. Especially if you're some sort of crisis counselor. And it's so funny because I feel like the wife, and they control the finances, but it doesn't help. You know exactly who this is. It's like they're waiting on things to balance out, but it's also like they know what's going to happen. It's just cause and effect. Yeah, somebody's really stressed out and burdened, and they're not really sharing with anybody what they're going through, what they're struggling with. I feel like somebody put on a real good show. Real good show. You're going to find out this weekend. It's urgent, though. You see all those majors? Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed it. You got some insight onto your upcoming weekend starting today. All right, I'm going to have some tea and rest my voice. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.